The aftermath of George Floyd's 2020 murder has many people across the country engaging in or sometimes uncomfortably fumbling around discussions about race.
Marisa Saenz explores if colorblindness complicates those conversations in the classroom.
Racism, ignorance, people who just, aren't educated.
Definitely white ignorance.
It can be very harmful, especially to people who look like me.
How many times have you heard someone say, "I'm not a racist, I don't see color," or "I'm colorblind"?
In a way, we like to think it's more simple if we just don't talk about racism. And so I think that goes right in hand with colorblindness.
We're not all the same color, and that's okay because we all have different backgrounds. It's good to embrace the color of our skin and just be okay with that.
Andrew Easterling and Sophie Hull are students, one a senior in high school, the other a freshman in college. They tell me the issue of colorblindness can sometimes prevent cultural learning and understanding in the classroom.
I think there is so much education that has been whitewashed. So I think colorblindness paints an incorrect version of history.
Yvonne Glass is a counselor who says kids at a very young age do see color.
Children as young as 6 months can make the distinction of color in their caregiver. When we start talking about removing that in our teaching of children, a big part of that is children grow up and they're struggling with, like, this is what the adults say, but this is my experience, and how do I reconcile that?
And to build a foundation of acceptance, inclusion, and understanding, Glass says you have to start young.
We want to make sure that at that K through 12 level that we're laying that solid foundation of looking beyond color. We want to pretend like we don't have different experiences by being of different ethnicities, but we do.
It's a conversation young people say they're ready to have.
We all just want to be educated on each other's backgrounds, on race. We want to know what's the right and wrong thing to say.
I've definitely had moments where I might have canceled out the conversation of color because I'm scared of it.
You don't have to be nervous or afraid to speak on racism. In fact, just you being conscious of that, it shows that I'm sure you don't have any racist intent, or I'm sure you just want to become educated on it. So
Marisa Saenz, 3 News.